So let's begin by discussing how we go about adding functions together. The sum of two functions, f and g, is defined as f plus g of x is equal to f of x plus g of x. So when we want to add two functions together, we need to write out the first function, then write out the second function, and then we'll add together the like terms between those two functions. We'll take a look at an example together, but before we do so, let's quickly review a concept regarding exponents. To add two terms together, both terms must have the same variable with the same exponent. Terms with the same variable but different exponents cannot be added together. So for example, 3x plus 5x can be added together since the exponent for both x's is 1. So we can combine 3 and 5 to give us 8x. But for this example, x has an exponent of 2, and this x term has an exponent of 1. So these two terms cannot be combined together. So keep this in mind, as this is very important when we are adding functions together. So let's walk through this example together. Our first function is f of x is equal to 2x minus 1. The second function is g of x is equal to negative x squared plus x. And we're going to take a look at an example of adding the functions together, dealing with just the expressions. And then we'll take a look at adding the functions together for the value of negative 5 in place of x. So let's first look at adding functions together using expressions. So the first thing we want to do is write the expression for each function. So f plus g of x is equal to f of x plus g of x. So you want to write out the f function, and then you want to write out the g function. That gives us 2x minus 1 minus x squared plus x. And now step 2, combine the like terms. So we have negative x squared plus 2x plus x. This x term and this x term can be combined together to give us 3x, giving us the final result. F plus g of x is equal to negative x squared plus 3x minus 1. So when we add functions together using expressions, the final answer will be an expression that still contains the variables from those expressions. Now let's take a look at adding functions using numbers. Step 1 remains the same. Write the expression for each function. So we do so, giving us 2x minus 1 minus x squared plus x. But now step 2, we want to replace each x with negative 5. So we want to replace this x with negative 5, this x with negative 5, and this x with negative 5. And once we do so, we get f plus g of negative 5 is equal to 2 times negative 5 minus 1 minus negative 5 squared minus 5. And the last step, we evaluate the expression, giving us 2 times negative 5, which is negative 10, minus 1 minus 25 minus 5. Negative 10 minus 1 is negative 11, minus 25 is negative 36, minus 5 is negative 41. So we get f plus g of negative 5 is equal to negative 41. So when we're adding functions using expressions, the final answer will be an expression with the variables. And when you're adding functions using numbers, the final answer will be a number. So that is how you go about adding functions. Let's now have you try a few practice questions. F of x is equal to negative 3x plus 2. G of x is equal to x squared minus x. And h of x is equal to 4x. Question number 1. F plus g of x is equal to what? Question number 2. F plus h of x is equal to what? Question number 3. F plus g of 6 is equal to what? And question number 4. g plus h of negative 2 is equal to what? Pause the video, answer these questions, and then press play when you are ready to begin. Question number 1, step 1, write the expression for each function. So we have f plus g of x is equal to f of x plus g of x. So we want to write out the f function and the g function, giving us negative 3x plus 2 plus x squared minus x. And now step 2, combine the like terms. So we can combine negative x and negative 3x to give us negative 4x, giving us x squared minus 4x plus 2 as our final answer. So this would be the answer to question number 1. F plus g of x is equal to x squared minus 4x plus 2. Let's now have a look at question number 2. We're asked to find the sum of f plus h of x. So we want to write out the f function and then write out the h function. And that would give us negative 3x plus 2 plus 4x. And now we can combine the like terms, 4x and negative 3x, to give us x. So the answer to question number 2 is f plus h of x is equal to x plus 2. Let's now have a look at question number 3. We're asked to find f plus g of 6. So we want to combine f of 6 plus g of 6. So step 1, write out the expression for each function, f and g. That gives us negative 3x plus 2 plus x squared minus x. And now we want to replace each x with 6. And once we do that, we get negative 3 times 6 plus 2 plus 6 squared minus 6. And now we want to evaluate the expression. That would give us negative 3 times 6, which is negative 18, plus 2 plus 6 squared, which is 36, minus 6. And negative 18 plus 2 is negative 16, plus 36 would be positive 20, minus 6 would be positive 14. So the answer to question number 3 is f plus g of 6 is equal to 14. In question number 4, we're asked to find g plus h of negative 2. So that would give us g of negative 2 plus h of negative 2. So step 1, write the expression for each function. So that would give us x squared minus x plus 4x. And now step 2, replace each x with negative 2, giving us negative 2 squared minus negative 2 plus 4 times negative 2. And now we can evaluate the expression, which would be negative 2 squared, which is 4, minus negative 2 is plus 2, plus 4 times negative 2 would be negative 8. 4 plus 2 is 6. 6 minus 8 is negative 2. So the answer to question number 4 is g plus h of negative 2 is equal to negative 2.